Hi, this is Eric. I am the Gray Goat, and this is the Gray Goat Garage. That's an airplane here, and we're powered by ombwarehouse.com. Get a lot of questions. People say, hey, I need chain cut with 92 links. And I'm like, no, you're going to have to cut it yourself. And as you can see, I'm a tool guy, so I have a chain breaker, and today we're going to be working on 420 chain, but the way I'm going to show you will work with 35, 40, 41, 420, 530. It's a simple way, but you have to be able to measure it very closely, because once you break the chain, you're not going to be able to put it back together like you can with a chain breaker. So what we have here is just a short length of 420 chain, and we're going to shorten this chain down just to show you how it's done. And you can see from my fingers, safety is important, so we're gonna change something up a little bit so I don't do this again. Certainly don't want to do this on camera. You guys don't want to see the blood anyway. So we're gonna shorten this 420 chain, and I'm going to show you how. What we have to remember is the inner plates is what we need to attach the master link to. So make sure that you're breaking on an outer plate so you can get to the inner plate so you can use a master link. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use a grinder to grind off the top of one of these pins. When you look at this chain closely, you can see where these pins are pressed down on each side, and where they're pressed down, that kind of mushrooms the top and holds that pin in place. But that also makes it harder to push through. If you're an animal and you're good with a hammer, then you can push it through without grinding the top. I like to grind the top because I'm a simple man. If you don't have any fancy grinders like an angle grinder or a cordless grinder, go old school, bust out the file and do some work. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this by putting this in the vise so it holds it so we can grind the chain down. So I'm going to grind away from the end I want to cut and make sure that I have an inner plate to go against, and I'm just simply going to grind the top of the pin off. Alright, now that I have the top of the pin ground off, you'll have to hit this right in the center, and you can almost see where that pin is even after you grind it. So I'm going to put this on something solid and use my swap meet hammer that somebody booger welded up, but it's a bad A hammer. So I'm going to hit this. I'm going to have the pin over a hole in this plate. You can also do it on a piece of wood. I'm going to hit it right in the center. And I've started to pin through. I'm going to go to a smaller punch. Small punches through, the chain is broken. And that's all there is to it. Just on this, measure twice, grind it once. Don't, if you mess this up, there's no way to put it back together unless you have a fancy chain tool like I have here. So that's all there is to it. Grind the top of the pin off. I use a heavier punch just to get it started because it will be a little bit tougher to go through. Then use a smaller punch to punch it the rest of the way through, and you're done. That's all there is to it. I am Eric. I am the Gray Goat. I work for OMB Warehouse. You can reach me at help@ombwarehouse.com, and make sure that if you leave me comments, I deal with so many emails and so many different medias all day long, I won't get back to you right away. So make sure that if you need to contact me, it's help@OMB Warehouse. Put Gray Goat in the subject line. I'll get it sooner versus later. Thank you.